Good morning. I am Dr. D. Anita Kumari, Associate Professor, School of Management Studies, Vistas. In today's session, we are going to discuss rules related to the capacity and competency of parties. As we discussed earlier, what are the essential elements of a valid contract? In that, we have discussed capacity of the parties. Section 11 of the Indian Contract Act clearly states as to who shall be competent to a contract. It provides that every person is competent to a contract, who is age of majority according to the law to which he is subject, who is sound mind, and who is not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. Thus, a person too competent to contract should not be minor, unsound mind, disqualified from contracting. Agreement by a minor. A minor is not incompetent to a contract. In fact, the law acts the guardians of the minor and protects their rights because they are not mature and may not possess the capacity to judge what is good and what is bad for them. Hence, the minor is not bound by any promise made by him under an agreement. The position with regard to minor's contract may be summed up as follows. Contract with or by a minor is absolutely void and the minor therefore cannot bind himself by a contract. The Privy Council in the case of Mukherjee Bibi versus Dharmosh Ghosh held that a minor's agreement is altogether void. The fact of the case where Dharmodas, a minor, entered into a contract for borrowing a sum of rupees 20,000. The lender advanced rupees 8,000 to him and Dharmodas executed a mortgage of his property in favor of the lender. Subsequently, the minor sued for setting aside mortgage. The Privy Council held that the section 10 and 11 of the Indian Contract Act make the minor's contract void and therefore the mortgage was not valid. Then the mortgage prayed for refund of rupees 8,000 by the minor. So with that of this case, we could able to understand the minor they could not able to enter in a contract. In case if they are going to enter in a contract, it is called as a void contract. Fraudulent representation by a minor. In the case Leslie versus Sebel S, a minor by fraudulently representing himself to be a major induced L to lend him 400. He refused to repay it and L sued him for the money, held that the contract was void and S was not liable to repay the amount due. But should it mean that those younger his age have liberty to cheat the seniors and retain the benefits? Section 30 and 33 of the Specific Relief Act 1963 provides that in case of fraudulent misrepresentation of his age by the minor, inducing the other party to enter in a contract, the court may award compensation to other party. So in case, with help of this case, we could able to understand minor, if they enter in a contract, is called as a void. But by misusing their age, by saying that they are major, if they enter in any kind of a contract, later on, if it is proved by the particular party, aggrieved party, even though they could not able to get a compensation, they can get a relief. So the minor, they cannot able to cheat or escape from the law. Ratification of a contract by minor on attempting the age of majority. Minor's agreement is void ab initio. What do you mean by void ab initio? At the time of entering the contract itself is called as void. In the beginning itself is called as void. That is called void ab initio. Here there can be ratification of a contract by minor on attaining the age of majority. Minor's agreement is void ab initio. Hence, there can be no question of its being ratified even after he attains majority. Number 4. Minor's contract jointly with the major's person. Documents jointly executed by a minor and an adult major person would be void, vice versa the minor, but they can be enforced against the major person who has jointly executed, same provided there is a joint promise to pay by a such major person. So sometime the minor can join with the major and they can enter in any contract. It can be executable in favor of the major. Minor as a partner. A minor cannot be a partner in the partnership firm. However, A minor may, with the consent of all the partners for the time being, be admitted to the benefits of partnership. Section 30 of the Partnership Act 1932, this means he can share the profit without incurring any personal liability for loss. Minor as an agent. A minor can act as an agent and bind his principal by his act without incurring any personal liability. Minor as a shareholder. Minor as a shareholder. There has been a strong controversy as to whether a minor can become a shareholder member of the company. In view of the provision of Indian Contract Act and Privacy Council decision, a minor cannot become a member of the company. Agreement by persons of unsound mind. So as of now, we are discussing capacity of the party. So under the capacity of the party, number 1, we have discussed about the minor. Number 2 is unsound mind. Who is called as unsound mind? Lunatic is a person who is mentally deranged due to some mental strain or other personal experiences. However, he has some intervals of sound mind. He is not liable for contract entered into while he is of unsound mind. However, as regards contract entered into during the lucid intervals, he is bound. His position in this regard is identical with the minor. So as we said earlier, the minor cannot enter into a contract. Similarly, the lunatic, the mentally disordered person cannot able to enter in a contract. If you are going to do any kind of a contract with a lunatic person, it cannot be considered as a valid contract. It's called as a void contract. Idiot. An idiot is a person who is permanently of unsound mind. Idiocy is a cognitive defect. Such a person has no lucid interval. He cannot make a valid contract. So, we could able to understand lunatic person can have some lucid interval. So, at the time when you have some contract, it can be valid. But idiotic person is always, but idiots are always, they could not able to get a lunatic interval. In Inder Singh versus Parameshwara Singh, a property worth about rupees 25,000 was agreed to be sold by a person for rupees 7,000 only. His mother proved that he was a congenital idiot, incapable of understanding that transaction. Held the sale to be void. Drunkenness person. If you are going to enter in a contract with a drunkard person, that is also called as void. It is not called as a valid contract. Drunken person. If you are going to enter in a contract with a drunken person, it is not called as a valid contract. Drunkenness is on the same footing as lunacy. A contract by a drunken person is altogether void. Should be noted that partial or ordinary drunkenness is not sufficient to void a contract. It must be clearly shown that at the time of contracting, the person pleading drunkenness was so intoxicated as to be temporarily deprived a reason and was not in a position to give valid consent to the contract. So if you are going to enter in a contract with a person who are drunken, if they are intoxicated, then the particular contract cannot be executed. Person disqualified by law. Besides minor and persons of unsound mind, there are some other person who have been declared incompetent of contracting, partially or wholly, so that the contract of such person are void. Incompetency to contract may arise from political status, corporate status, legal status, etc. Aligned enemy. An aligned is a person who is citizen of the foreign country. So if you are going to enter in a contract with another person who resides in outside of country, which is against of our Indian country, it's not called as a valid contract. In case of a contract with an aligned enemy, an aligned whose country is at war with India, that position may be studied under two heads. Contract during the war, contract made before the war. In case if you enter in a contract with one particular country, that time there is no war, it is called as a valid contract. But after entering in a contract, you have signed but you yet to execute. Before going to execute the contract, if suddenly war announced, then you could not able to execute the contract. Thank you.